Hi, this is the walkthrough of the Telegraph cryptic crossword, the prize one from Saturday the 27th of June. We'll start with one across. Practical and realistic, so grounded, so quite a straightforward one really. It's going to be down to earth if you're practical and realistic. Obviously if you're down to earth, you're grounded. And then we can do 9 across, Arab in next to no time coming back. So in and next to no time is just a mo, you could say, couldn't you? And if you put all that together the other way, you get Omani, which is somebody from Oman. Round container, Crusoe finally dropped in sea. So round is a zero, is an O, container is a can, and then the end of Crusoe, E going in, we get ocean, which is a C. And 3 down, excellent surgeon. Well, that could be an A1 vet in northeast. And then you're going to get naivety, which is innocence. And 5 down, stands for election in Brunswick. That's just in the word Brunswick, runs, if you run for election. And then we'll jump to 13 down. Dreadful Ms. Baker joins ship. That's just an anagram. Dreadful Ms. Baker. And it's going to be embarked. And then 20 across. Mr. Faulty is king. So Basil Faulty is, and then a K gets you basilisk, which is a mythical creature with a lethal gaze. 27 across. Again, quite a straightforward one. Quite straightforward today. Make difference. Canute couldn't. That's just going to be, if you turn the tide on something, you're going to make a difference. But King Canute couldn't. And 15, what heavy drinker does. So exercise, we said, is often PE or PT. And PE in this case. And a heavy drinker, you would say, is a toper. So they would tope. And 12 down, not to be approached like exhausted kangaroo. Quite like this one. If a kangaroo is exhausted, it's probably out of bounds, which is somewhere that is you're not allowed to go, you're not allowed to approach. Then we'll have honourable in leading Tories. So the Tories are on the right. If you're leading in a match, you're up. And if you're honourable, you are upright. 26 across, wild dog making noise. So a noise is din. And if you disappear, you go. And a dingo's a wild dog. Yeah, not really... seems okay so far. This is a tough one, though. We've got a lot of letters in. It's going to be an anagram of sea sprain. And it's passerine. Which relates to birds like sparrows, I think. Linguist in college, so an old college was a poly. L for lake, and if you move something, you got it maybe. And a polyglot is somebody who speaks many languages. 12 across, again, but for the last time, that's going to be once more. And 24 down is going to be audible drop in level. That's going to be tier, sorry, that's in the audible if you hear it. Now, 22 down, classic film. So festival admits 50. So the festival in this case is going to be Eid, with 50 is L in Roman numerals, and approximately circa, whatever year. So it's going to be El Cid, the old 50s film with Charlton Heston, I think. Fouled aplenty, again, referee may award this. Simple anagram that. It's going to be penalty. And then 6 down, swineherd always seen in celebration. So this is going to be a celebration. A swineherd, I suppose you could say, is a hogman. And in always is often A in crosswords, in cryptic crosswords. So that's going to be hogman A. Complete from beginning to end. So from beginning to end is through, concealing nothing. is going to be thorough, which means complete. 21 across. Her plans unexpectedly change. Well, that's changes in money. It's an anagram of her plans, and it's going to be shrapnel. 8 down. Bill to announce. Well, Bill is short for William. If you announce something, you tell them. And William Tell Overture and so on. It must be an opera. Not one I've seen. 14 across. See animal go on rampage in bush. So this is an anagram of animal go. And it's going to be a type of bush. And the type of bush it's going to be is a magnolia. And then we've got 19 across. Man's one from Paisley. Well, it's in the word Paisley, the Isle of Man. So it's an isle. Man is an isle, the Isle of Man. 7 down. Brave. Daughter. D for daughter. And if you've lost certain female relatives, you could be antless. And that together is dauntless, which means brave. 11 across, influential. France International missed in cup tie. So a cup tie could be a semi-final. And if you lose the F, France International, the F and the I, you get seminal, which obviously means, an influential personal work, seminal work. 25 across, protection in flying saucer, so an anagram of saucer, orbiting moon, ultimately, that's the N of moon, and it's going to give us insurance, which is obviously a form of protection. This is a tough one if you don't know your Bible. Monster wants patriarch and prophet beheaded, so patriarch could be Levi, and Nathan the prophet, if you know Zadok the priest, beheaded. Get rid of the N. That gives us Leviathan, which is a name for a monster. And then 4 down. You once, construction you once, so you used to be thou, and you put that in a river, and the river in this case is the Ouse. Oh, sorry, not the Oot. It's the Ouse, and we get outhouse for a construction. Which just leaves us with 19 down. Fix where your setter, so if it's the setter talking about himself or herself, it's I'm. And in this case, I think it's going to be plant. Plant, you're a spy. Not I'm a plant. It doesn't necessarily hold together that well, but there we go. And an implant is a fix, I would guess. So there we go. All done. Not too bad today. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon.